I'm going to record a little buffing with this new little buffer. I got the 3-inch pad on there, and I forgot that I wanted to record this, and already wet sanded this side cover and already started buffing it, and then I remembered, oh, I need to have this on video. So we'll get some wet sanding up here on this side panel up there, or maybe on the thing here, the saddle bag. But anyway, ready for another batch. I keep throwing my head back trying to look out my bifocals, and it's not going to work with these camera glasses on. I would rather have the camcorder. I got the boom right here behind me, and but the camera's gone. I lost the camera about an hour ago, and it's nowhere to be found, so I just have to wait till it turns up. So this is the only camera I got, is this camera glasses right now. Oh, and by the way, yeah, just when you got compound already mixed in here, just a little dab of water now and then, that's all you need. I think that might be enough, I'm not sure. Can't really see too good. But I'm going to take that rough one off. I could put a soft wheel on there and use this other polishing compound and get it just a little bit finer, but I'm just gonna do this for the moment. That's pretty smooth there. I don't think the polishing compound's going to bring it out much more than that. I think it's ready to go ahead and put this. I had to cover these things up. These were a nightmare to find these. I was all over the country on the phone and on the internet for about 2 weeks hunting down at a bunch of different dealers, hunting down these emblems. This one goes here over that spot that I had to repair. Of course, I just repaired that a couple hours ago, so I can't do anything with it yet. I can't even buff it until tomorrow. But I'll wait and buff it another day. These are the only emblems I was able to get. And I keep trying to throw my head back so I can look down through my bifocals. Oops, that one goes on the fender. Oh no, that one don't go on the fender, that goes here. There's one like this that goes on the fender, but it's got 2 points going this way. This is the right one. Sorry, I keep bobbing my head back. So that's why you need this small buffer. And to get in places like this little hole right here, and like in these corners and places like this right here, I can get the buffer up to the corner, but I gotta be real careful because the edge of it can gouge the paint out. But to get any of this here or in between that, that's when I have to use, that's the 2-inch. I got a 1-inch here. That's when I got to use this 1-inch piece that goes on there, and one of these extensions, or more than one. Comes with 3 extensions. So this thing for $100, I'm glad I found this thing on Amazon. The reason I got all this tape on here, because it's hard to get the compound out of where these plastic pieces are snapped in real tight. I'll go on ahead and start wet sanding this piece here. I'm going to stay out of the corner. I'm not going to go all the way into the corner. If I feel I need to sand that corner out, which I don't, it's smooth enough, it'd be all right. I'm going to stay away from the edge. Just come up maybe a 1/4 inch or so from the edge. This will get all the bumps from the glitter that I should not have put in there, but it's in there, so got to go with it now. I don't know how long I can wait for this paint to cure before I can repaint it. I'll probably just do it again next year. But all I got to do is mask it off like it is right now and just paint the outside. I don't have to take these parts off. Because if I do repaint it, I'll paint it the same color that I just painted it, just without the glitter. Now if I wet sand this, and I might, that's going to be tricky. I'll probably just have to do that by hand without a block. Unless I can use a paint stick, break a paint stick in half and wrap a sandpaper around it and do that. But anyway, let me see how this goes. I can get a little more sanding up here. The buffer, even without wet sanding it, will smooth it down and knock some bumps off of it. But sanding it will make sure the bumps are gone, and it also gets rid of the orange peel. That's ready to buff. Well, we can see some shine in there now, and of course I'm going to keep going over that and over it until I get it as shiny as this one is. I'm going to go ahead and just wet sand this a little bit. There's just a couple of little tiny bumps on it. Now, of course, that'd be impossible to do that with a regular 7-inch buffer. But with this, we can do it. Get a little bit around the edges of that too. I got one of the extensions. I got the shortest extension on it. I guess you can tell I've got this thing set up to sand down and polish the mirror right now. And since I don't have very much polishing on camera yet, I'm going to go ahead and get this on there. Got a bowl here with just a little bit of water and just a couple drops of dish soap. It just kind of helps make the water stick a little better. And I got some 800 sandpaper on here, but it is pretty well wore out. It's probably about the equivalent of 2000 by now. But I'm still using it. It's still sanding a little bit, so when you use a block like this, it kind of helps cut down the orange peel and the bumps a little better than it does if you're just doing it by hand or with a sponge. What I mean by hand is taking a piece like this and just holding it on there. Sometimes you have to in little corners where you can't get your block in there, but it kind of rides over. When it's got a spongy surface like your fingers or a sponge behind the paper, it just kind of rides over the bumps and doesn't really sand them down so much. Sands it all down, but the bumps kind of still stay there a little bit. They're just smoother. And just use the fingers to see if it feels like you got all the bumps. Not too worried about underneath. There's kind of an embossed design underneath anyway. I don't know, I guess we can see that a little bit there. So I'm going to stay away from that. There's a bump right here I want to get. And you want to kind of stay away from the corners. Just glide over them very lightly. Okay, now I got to wipe this off. So it looks like it dried real fast. Well, that's only because I had to turn the camera off for a minute while I got the buffer ready. Now I feel something here. This will have to be a short video because of the detail. I'm going to do it in HD instead of MP4, and it just takes forever to upload those into do the editing with HD. I'm going to switch pads here. Take that pad off and put this one here on. there we have it. Yeah, it's pretty shiny there. And smooth, no bumps. And I am going to put a link on the video about this polisher that I got from Amazon. I really like it, and it comes with these different sizes. That's what I like the most. These different sizes of heads that you just screw on there. I got a 3-inch, which is this one. Of course, this pad here is about 4 inches across, but the buffing pad or the polishing pad, whatever you, I don't know, the one for the compound is 3 inches. And I can just take this off, spin that off, and I can stick this 2-inch on or just 1-inch on. And it came with a big assortment of things here. All these different pads, extensions. I can add these extensions together if I need to, and I can really reach down in some small holes and some small little tight corners, which is, this thing is absolutely necessary for buffing a motorcycle. I could never do this with one like what's over there on the other side of the room. That big buffer over there, that's for cars. I'd never be able to use that thing on this. Well, I can use it on the saddlebags and on the trunk once the trunk rack is off of it, but that's the only place I can use it really. Anyway, thanks for watching.